Oh, we're on. We're on. Pink Pantheress. Pink Pantheress is our prince. It wasn't Lizzo. Sorry to her. Pink Pantheress is our Stevie Wonder. And so is Fred Hammond. But Pink Pantheress is our Stevie Wonder. Pink Pantheress, did that lag? I fear that might have lagged. I said that Pink Pantheress is our Beyonce. And I mean it. And I really, really mean it. I really, let's start with the Beyonce thing, why I'm saying that. She's our Beyonce. I mean it in the sense of the artist that Beyonce always wanted to be. And you see in her later projects from like self-titled, Lemonade, The Gift, all them things there. Be Alive, yeah, Black Parade, I was there. And then obviously Renaissance and Cowboy Car. That I think is what Beyonce always envisioned for herself. And I'm gonna leave down below this really good article that I've been reading about Beyonce's like creative vision, but in a visual sense, it's really good. Sydney something, but I love it. Here. Beyonce, who Beyonce has become, and the statements that her albums have now become, particularly thinking like Renaissance. Particularly thinking Renaissance. Beyonce, wow. But that is what Pink is achieving with herself, for herself. Fancy that? Is it? Is that what it's? I'm thinking it's Fancy That. With all the songs. Stars, I love that song. What you gonna do with stars in your eyes? Yeah. That one, yeah, yeah. I was there. I was there.
22. This is so this is basically my Teenage Dream visual project. And I developed it really kind of out of like how I felt about identity and life growing up as a Black British teenager, coming from a religious background, but then having all these pop culture, all these like things that made me feel like niche and quirky and all of this whatnot. And I think finding a space literally in my own room for that to exist, and then to hone that and to hone it and then find a ways to like put that out. I know that people actually feel that. Like that's the teenage dream. That's low-key the teenage dream. That's the teenage dream in all of this, low-key. Because I'm just sitting here looking at it and I'm like, yeah.
But she is achieving album statements and artistic statements on the scale of the greats so early on in her career. May I say that like that, fancy that? I think it's fancy that? Fancy more? Whatever it is, that is B-Day. B-Day, that is what Beyonce wanted for B-Day. Just bang, 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 bang. And it's influences that are just so illustrative of true artistry and who you want to be as an artist. Let's think about B-Day. I don't get why people, that stupid SNL skit about the day Beyonce became black at the Super Bowl performance, that's not true. That's not true because, yeah, okay, I'm Sasha Fierce, whatever. You want to say that's her white people album, that's her white people album. Cool, fine. But you know what her new white people is album? They're catching up. They've been catching up. B-Day. No, not B-Day. Self-titled. That's where the Huns are at. And I love the Huns. But that's where the Huns are at. For sure. But B-Day is black as hell, and it's loud as hell, and it's just aggressive in so many ways. Like, guys, in the Deja Vu music video. She is doing African dancing, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say African dancing, but it's a really specific. I'll put up on screen. It's a really specific region of Africa. Like she's embodying, she's in it, she's in it, she's in it, and it's influences that are just so her, but just so black and so expansive, and so like wow. It's like, wow, you really did that. Like, you really put Freaking Dress and Green Light and Irreplaceable when you really put all those songs on one time. When you got that on is an invitation. You did all that. All of that. Beyonce. But Pink is achieving the same thing, the same scale. She's on the same scale. And I did say, okay, like, is this something that Renaissance has paved the way for? And also, that's why I don't want you to be like, oh my God, is Pink really up Beyonce? She can't perform, she can't do this. What I'm saying is, in terms of scale, ambition, and just realness that you bring to your music, and how much it is your creative vision in a way that proves that you are a student. You are a student of music first. You are a genius. You are a wonder child. And that's why I said Beyonce. That's why I said Prince. That's why I said Stevie Wonder. All of them. She's doing it. She's doing it. And here's the thing. All of them, man, maybe not Stevie, but I think Stevie Wonder out of Beyonce. Beyonce, Stevie Wonder, Prince, and let's throw Michael in there. Stevie's the most normal out of all of them, I think, in terms of his level of social interaction with people. You look into their stories, like you hear that like they're a bit weird, like not weird, but like okay, for example, Beyonce talks about how when she would go on film sets, it would be weird for her just interacting with people because she's very insular. She's always been like that. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. I don't think that's a bad thing. But it does change the way you have relationships with people. And I think that's why people interpret Beyonce in a certain type of way. And then obviously that comes from like the Destiny's Child days and all of that. And, you know, oh, I hate Beyonce, well, whatever. But even someone like Prince and Michael, you just like, not that you don't have any friends, but like, yeah, to get me, you're a bit weird. And it's because you've dedicated yourself to your craft so much that you're just a little bit weird. Yeah, you don't have time for social interaction, actually. You have a vision that you have to do. And the reason why I say it for Pink as well, and what makes her music so incredible, is she's making thumpers. She's making thumpers. Let's really ask ourselves some questions. Let's ask ourselves some questions. What is this? If I say something, come talk to me. If I say something, come talk to me. Wow. The atmosphere was just electric. What? Sensational. What is that? What is that? And then you get into her influences and you see she's pulling out cards like Basement Jacks. What do you know about Basement Jacks? That's real. And let me ask you, and here's why I'm going to say this. What do you know about Jason Backs when you were chronically online? When you went out raving, you were online making beats because we were hearing them, we were listening to them, and you were posting them because you were covering your face and you were anonymous. And we were living for it. And that's why I even go back to, remember when I was talking about how like, okay, Renaissance is an album that paved the way for a lot of like the scale and just the sound that artists are achieving now. Think of like a Brat. Think of like a Brat, like albums like that. But then also I'm like, no, because even before that, stop it. I was like, what happened? I was like, no, wait, what? And this is the 2010s. This is, oh, no, it's not. This is the 2020s. And you know, the reason why I couldn't say this because I can't say that over any other artist. I can't be like, okay, this is the 2020s artist. I can't. Because even with all the 2020s artists, even the artists that are emerging that have, been growing, like I think of like just like Kalani, Sabrina, like all them people who have been like grafting, that kind of predate. Even with them, I'm like, okay, your sound calls back to this. Your sound calls back to this, where it's like this. For example, who was the first person I just said? Who was the first person I just said? Okay, even like a Sabrina. We know what you're referencing, and it's great homework. I love the workings out. I love the workings out of like creative works. I love seeing the working out. But Pink's workings out are so demonic and evil. She's there like elegant. That's what she's doing. That's what she's doing, guys. This is the 2020s. And that's why she's the first female artist and the youngest to win producer of the year at the Brits. Don't play with her. And she should have got some more Grammy noms for Fancy That. Stop it. Remix album, stop it. And we've done well, stop it. Does anyone really hate any of the songs on that remix album? Let's talk about it. And she's just weird. K-pop as well. K-pop niggas want to be like this, and they be doing like New Jack Swing anyway, so this is kind of that thing. But anyway, let's like. Yeah. And there's 17 niggas in this group, right? Yeah. We don't need to anymore though. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you, Pink. Like, and this is really that we need, because you don't have homework. Like, it's demonic. You are a witch. We are proud of you. And it's so British as well. And that's my thing. You were inside. And this is what you're doing. Well done. You're a genius. Well done. Thank you, God. Thank God. And you know what? I'm going to say one other thing. And she didn't have to open leg for it as well. And there's nothing wrong with saying it, opening leg. And again, a little bit sexy, because I think that's what she's starting to do now. I think, especially... Guys, you don't... Oh, yeah, her too. I love her. Yeah. Come on. Stop it. Guys, Pink, Prince, Stevie, Beyonce. But yeah, she's done it her way. She's everything everyone wants to be. Or everyone, like the framework, what she's doing is what everyone should want to be. Our creative, like, our Stevie, thank you. And we will speak your name, Pink. And that's how it starts. We will speak your name. When she gets freaky, and it's there, don't worry, listen to the music, it's there. When she gets into the, oh, whoa, and that's the thing, that's what I'm so excited by. We are in for a treat. She's only getting started. And that's what's so incredible, and that's why, like, I need you to smell the coffee. It's her time. It's her time. It sounds like the stomach now. and you. And then, oh, the boot chat chat. The boot the boot chat chat. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Boot chat. Boot chat. Boot chat 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 chat. Not here. Not here. I'm gonna be talking about twerking in a little bit, but not here. And it's so home alone. We need to talk, sis. I need to talk to you, sis.
Is this Kitchener?